Hey, howdy, hello. So, I couldn't sleep. It's been one of them days. And I wasn't gonna do a Jason Lisa stream this weekend, but I saw this video and I kind of wanted to get it in the archive before it either got lost in the void or I couldn't find it again. So, this is mostly just to archive a couple of videos that I have found. While digging through the toxic sludge, essentially doing some digging for Monday's stream. And I came across this particular one, and it pissed me off, for lack of a better word. Um, and I really wanted to make sure I got this one before it got taken down because some of these videos that have been archived, her people flagged them down so fast that we can't hardly keep them up. So I figured I would go ahead and grab this one and then get it out there. Well, actually, um, they do. And if you don't, that's okay. Okay, well, go be rich. This is not a stream for trolling. And I don't care if you're rich. Don't care. Mm-hmm. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Sure. Okay. Anyway, this one was posted on the 5th. And it's where she was speaking with Tech. And I'm not going to allow you to derail my stream. Sorry, but goodbye. Just saw our stream have a kind of a personal question. If you don't mind me asking, I understand this might be a safe place, but do you have any brain problems from crack? No, I don't. I've never done crack. I've never done any illicit drugs. I have had family who have had issues with it. But personally, I've never had issues. And have any brain problems to speak of at all, actually. Brain problems from crack are genetic. Well, my family, my mother never did crack, so that wouldn't have been an issue. Hmm. Hey, Michael. We are not going to derail my stream with your nonsense. This is a serious matter. Goodbye. I don't know what is up with the recent onslaught of trolls who seem to think that I give a shit about them for some reason. Not quite sure. But they can go troll somewhere else. I'm happy to see you back. I found a video, Michael, that I wanted to archive before it got lost in the interwebs. Because occasionally some of these videos will only stay up for a certain amount of hours because the family likes to flag them down. So you have to kind of grab them as they get re-uploaded or they will disappear entirely. So that's why I'm going ahead and doing this. I had no intention of doing a Lisa Richards stream this weekend, but I'm up. So here we are. I really didn't think anybody would show up because I had already went live earlier. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming back. There it is. Now let me get my chat back up again.
Buying them from other people. That is called addiction.
Oh, Big Cole died 3 years ago. I'm doing the best I can in those 3 years,
No, you're
by
not. You're not
myself.
doing the best you can. The best you can would be going to detox and going to rehab. You know what? I did it. I was addicted to meth for 2 years. I almost lost my kid, but I got my shit together for my child. I've been clean for 3 years. If I can do it, you can do it, Lisa.
Yeah, but people say go to rehab like I'm on crack or heroin. I'm not.
It
I'm
doesn't
really
matter.
not.
You're taking pills. That's a drug. You're buying Xanax off of the street, Lisa. That is a drug. That is an addiction.
Yeah, but honestly, without saying too much, it really isn't off the street.
Okay, well then it's from someone else that you know. You might be getting someone else's prescription, like a buddy, or you might be.
It's not off the street. Okay, well, that doesn't matter, Lisa. You're buying them from a person that's not a pharmacy. That's the problem. You're taking all of your prescription and then you're having to buy them from somebody. And yeah, it is off the street. You may know your drug dealer personally, but that doesn't mean you're not buying it off the street just because you happen to have a long-standing relationship with your plug, Lisa. It's still off the street. That is the most ridiculous argument I think I have ever heard you make. Are you really excusing this? Really? Is there any excuse you wouldn't make to make your drug use okay? If you're running through your entire prescription, Lisa, in 3 days and you're having to go the rest of the month buying them every day, you have a problem, honey. And just because you know your plug and have known your plug for years now, it seems, doesn't mean that's not buying them off the street. You're still buying them off the street. You're not getting them from your doctor. You're not getting them from your pharmacist. Anywhere else, and you are buying them off the street. Are you really trying to make this argument right now, Lisa? Really?
getting them from a family member. It doesn't matter where they come from. The fact is, you're overtaking your prescription and buying them from other people. That is called addiction.
I understand. I do.
Do you?
Because I
Because
don't
I
think
don't
you
think you
do.
do.
You could
You could
easily
easily
end this
end this
live,
live,
go
go
get
get
some
some
help.
help.
Yeah, I told you to do. I told you what a plan is. What did you? Where's the stuff at that we wrote down that I had you write down earlier?
I wrote it down.
Did you?
But tech,
No. Wait. What did I have you write down without looking?
But tech. Everything you say to her, it's but this or but that or but this or but that or whataboutisms. She deflects and tries to keep you distracted from the subject at hand. She just asked her, "Hey, what did I have you write down earlier?" And the first things out of her mouth was but tech. Right there tells you she's going to have an excuse or a deflection or a whataboutism.
Looking at it. What did I have you write down?
you said, hold on, Ronnie's calling. She wants in. I'm not going to end it. Give me 2 seconds.
Who has an echo?
Lisa. I don't even know like why I'm wasting my time trying with this lady because I know that she's not going to give us up, and she'll be on here tomorrow morning begging for $20, $30 to get an Uber to get to the clinic or to get Jay something to eat. It'll be something tomorrow. Is she on the phone with somebody right now?
All right, where am I? Hello? Hello?
Hey, I'm still here.
Sorry, that was my sister. She's trying to get up here. I told her I wanted her to come have my back, but I don't think she wants to. So
All I'm saying, Lisa, is you got to get it together for Jace. If not for yourself, but for your kid, dude. Like, he deserves a mom.
I agree with you, but
Do you have your comments turned off?
my what, honey?
Do you have your comments turned off?
No, I do not.
Oh, I'll let you. That's all I wanted to say. I just hope you get it together for yourself and for your kid. You deserve. You deserve
Is there an
a good
echo?
life and serve your children.
Are we echoing?
Yeah. I wanted Queen to come in so I could ask her why she did that to me.
Queen
Listen,
didn't
first
do
off,
it.
move on from that. Move the fuck on. Strike that up as lesson fucking learned and move the fuck on. You got bigger shit to worry about right now. A lot bigger shit to worry about.
Right.
So I don't know why you're even stopped.
Right now, she's trying to deflect and trying to throw Queen under the bus because Queen released the conversation with her where she's admitting to buying benzos for $11 a pill. That's why she's mad. Hey, Deal. Michael is awesome. You be nice to him, or else.
Stop. Now I'm pissed because we had a conversation. I took time out and conversated with you. We hung up and I ate my food and I come back and we talked again. You got a plan in front of you. You just got to be willing to take that first step. And you're not there yet. And maybe you won't ever get there. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I can tell you what your future is in front of you if you continue on this road. Yeah, don't gift me. Don't gift me. Don't give gifts in this live period. This live, no gifts. No gifts.
Yeah,
No
y'all
gifts.
have
I
to
ain't up
do
here
it.
for the gifts. Because that's the next thing I'm getting told I'm doing it for clout. Please don't gift. Please.
Yeah, y'all have to give.
Go donate to Toys for Tots. They're needed gifts. Go look in your local resources. They're Jason Lisa's everywhere.
True.
Sorry. And look, like I said, I'm not yelling at you, man. I'm yelling at that disease.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to win. And I know you're scared and you don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you if you continue. You're going to lose everything, and then you're going to end up losing something that you're not ever going to come back from.
Yeah, you haven't hit rock bottom yet.
You know what? Rock bottom, there's always more rock bottoms. I was on the streets homeless without my kids, and it still wasn't my rock bottom. It still didn't get me up.
Right.
So it's when you have the desire to say, I'm done, I'm surrender. What the fuck do I do now? And we'll tell you what to do.
First step is admitting, and you've partially done that. Not sure if you were entirely honest.
I think they're saying that you have an echo. Did you answer a phone call?
Yeah.
Hit the mute button to see if it's you or
Well,
me.
to be honest, this all makes me want to do drugs. This isn't helping anything.
Okay. Well, I told you earlier, being on live ain't gonna be no different.
Then get off. Get off, Lisa. If it's making you want to do drugs. Lisa, ain't nothing making you want to do drugs but you. You were doing drugs before you came on TikTok. Other people making comments to you is not going to make you do drugs. That came straight out of Carmen's mouth. You see, Carmen, this is why you don't say shit like that. Because you have just given Lisa an out. You gave her an excuse. You gave her something she could throw up as a shield. You gave her an excuse to use. Thanks, Carmen. This is why you don't coddle an addict, Carmen. Carmen had just said in her last life, well, every negative comment's gonna make that addict go use, and now Lisa's using it as a excuse or as a free pass to go and get high. Thanks, Carmen. Looking at you, Carmen. No, Lisa. People making comments to you is not going to make you go and use. I know Carmen sold that to you as a viable excuse, but it's not. And if people's comments make you go use, you don't need to be on TikTok. You need to log off if comments are making you use drugs. Way to skirt past accountability, Lisa. Way to deflect, Lisa. and excuse your drug use. Good job.
For you, Lisa. You going live and taking a couple days break or a week break and coming back and going the same shit ain't working for you no more. It's done. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
you might be getting a little bit here, a little bit there, but
you can't get on here tomorrow morning talking about $10 for Uber because literally you've already outed yourself. Nobody's gonna believe you.
and we got to work on it. But you got to work on budgeting your money better. We discussed all kind of shit. What did we discuss on the phone earlier? What did we discuss?
Lisa, calm down, breathe.
Budgeting money, doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah, but yet you wanted to come live, and you wanted to bitch about Queen. You wanted to, to make, whatever. But
Because tech. I'm a ghetto ratchet bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I want to solve shit with.
The reason she's laughing at you right now, ghetto ratchet bitch, is because you are anything but ghetto and ratchet. You come on here and you ugly cry into your fucking camera, whining and crying all day. Explain to me how that's ghetto. Explain to me how you are a bad bitch when you come on here and you whine and cry like a big baby into your camera every single day, begging people for $20 and $30. You're not ghetto. You're about as lily-livered and fucking pathetic as they come. You're not ghetto. You may look ghetto and ratchet, but you are not tough. You're the opposite of tough. You are a sissy. You come on here and you cry and you whine and you bellyache and you look, wah, nobody cares. Wah, I need $20 and $30. Wah, why don't anybody believe me? But you'll turn right around in the next sentence, Lisa, and you'll tell everybody when you're feeling yourself, you'll tell everybody what a master manipulator you are and how good you are at manipulating people. You'll brag about how good you are at manipulating people and using your son to do it. You're not ghetto and you are not a bad bitch. You're a pathetic bitch. There's a difference.
Violence and shit like that.
Okay, well, I mean, and then what's that gonna solve? What's that gonna solve? Play the tape the whole way through. Play the fucking tape the whole way through. Well, and what is it? What is,
I mean,
everybody.
I mean, you can ask Abby. They were at a birthday party over Cole's mom's house. Cole's older sister wanted to fight Abby, who was 18. Okay? She came and dropped Jace off. I broke my left foot on her head.
Listen. I don't care about that. I really don't. What are you doing right now? What the fuck are you doing right now? And what are you going to do in a few hours? And what are you going to do tomorrow?
Cleaning up.
Cleaning up what? You're going to have a knock at the door here real soon, probably, huh?
Yeah.
Right? And then what? You got a plan?
Tech. All I do all day is I get up. I go with my dad to the clinic, okay? I come home. I take care of Jace.
Listen.
No, you
don't, because I've seen you.
That's all I do.
I've seen you in lives where he's begging you to get off.
You do not take care of that child.
So please, come on now. Come on.
Let's be real.
Are you reading the chat? Everybody's saying you have a bad echo, Emily.
No, but when I get off Tech, he sure don't mind reaping the benefits of Grubhub and everything else.
That right there, stop. Are you seriously going there? You're seriously going to talk about him reaping the benefits?
No,
Wow. Wow.
it's everybody.
Okay, well, and I'm trying not to discuss some of the shit that we discussed.
Really? He sure doesn't mind reaping the benefits. What benefits does Jace get from this? He gets bullied because of you. There's no fucking benefits. Your son gets bullied by other kids because you come on here crying all the time, begging for drug money, begging for Ubers when everybody knows your dad takes you to the clinic, getting busted constantly for lying about the Ubers and stealing people's money. And then you take his money. Are you serious? You literally take Jace's check and blow it on drugs, Lisa. You want to talk about him reaping the benefits? You use him to manipulate people. And then you take the money you do get that's supposed to go to an Uber and you go to your plug's house and spend $11 a pill on your fucking benzos and your crack and your heroin or whatever he happens to have that day. And Jace is the one reaping the benefit? Bullshit. You are not going to put that off on him. No, ma'am.
Fucking this earlier, like not even an hour ago, dude. And I told you, so you might have to take your voice.
People yell at me about going on TikTok, but they don't mind me giving them money.
Oh, well, now you're just throwing everybody under the bus. Are you feeling better? Do you feel better? Are you feeling better? Is this making you feel
I'm not
better?
trying to.
Well, that's what it's. I mean, do you feel? Is that making you feel better?
What you're doing is called deflection. You're blaming everybody else for your behavior. And Lisa, it's nobody else's fault. You come on here and you lie for money. You tell people you need an Uber when you don't need an Uber because your dad takes you anywhere you need to go. So you pocket that $30 and you go to your plug's house and you spend $11 a pill or buy whatever the plug happens to have that day. And you're really going to blame everyone else. You don't give anybody money. You're constantly admitting that you call Abby, your daughter, you call Abby and beg her for money all the time. So how are you giving everybody else money? Lisa, you are not giving anybody money but your fucking plug. Who the fuck do you think you're fooling right now?
I'm echoing now too. It's because of her headset or something. I don't know. Wow.
Don't mess with my kids. Please.
Is that better? Am I echoing? Am I better?
You're better. Like, just don't mess with my kids. Mess with me.
Listen. We can't. You can't. Oh my Lord. Listen. I'm giving you some suggestions. They're suggestions that my sponsor would give to me. Right. Suggestions that an old timer would give to you. If you don't take them, that's you don't. But what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here real soon? This is what's going to happen. I hope you use the phone. But your world is definitely going to start crashing down a lot harder. Your
Well,
world is.
I just need to calm down.
Yeah, well, I mean, because everything's unmanageable right now.
Like, I just need to calm down. Nobody's a friend on here, Tech.
What was you think? Do you think
When I get off here with you, I'll have hundreds of messages about you.
Well, you know, I don't know how many times I told you to take what you want and leave the rest, and you thought I need to stop, you know, just take what you want and leave the rest. And I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about what other people think of me. I really don't. I really don't.
Well, I didn't either until people in real life started seeing it.
Okay, but listen, you're still going back on the fact that, you know, okay, now what are you going to do? What are you going to do different? Because the same shit keeps being the same shit.
Well, if I go live, even if I don't ask for money, they lie and say I did.
Okay, well, we talked about this the other day, too. We talked about this the other day when you said that. And I said, there's only been a couple of times when you've gotten up here and have not asked for anything. And you're doing a real good job of that right now. But I think, you know, there's some things in your live rotation that still pops it out there. There's no consistency with you, Lisa. None.
Like, I'm bored.
Okay, well, I told you what to do. Go into some other people's lives and listen to some other people's lives. Don't be down in the chat, some random ass people. You know what I'm saying? You know, instead of going live on your own, go into somebody else's live. Oh no, this blame game is making her feel better. You know, you got to have the blame game. Look, I was getting hit in my head by 3 people while I was trying to shield a child. And I was saying, I hope y'all feel better.
I get held accountable for the stuff I do, but other people that are messaging me on PayPal.
Other people, I ain't caring about other people right now. You got to look at your part in some situations, and you can only fix you. You can only do you. I don't care about nobody else. I don't care about nobody else.
Can I say one thing, please?
Go ahead.
This morning, somebody was messaging me saying, if I don't get off live right now, they're sending the cops to my house.
Okay, well, that's a troll. That's a troll. And if the cops show up, I guess you're going to have to deal with the cops. I told you. It ain't going to get no better for you on this app right now, dude. And you got such a thick head that you're not hearing it. But I understand why you're not. Because you got them blinders on right now. You got the dope goggles on, and you only got one thing in mind. Once that fog is able to be lifted, you're going to see things a lot clearly, but you're scared to do that, dude. But you need to be scared of that toe tag.
Well,
you need to be afraid of that body bag.
If I stay off, they think they won.
No, then you go. So what? Then you come into somebody else's live and you watch TV, you watch some other lives and you do something a little different for a minute. Take a fucking break. And I bet your anxiety level will start going down, but then you're going to be stressing about the money. Well, here, you guys, you got to do something a little different. You got to manage your money a little better. You got to stop buying. You shouldn't be needing nothing.
I should go on my Instagram and start posting up the people that send me messages telling me KYS, and everything else they tell me.
How's that fixing you? What's that solving? You ain't playing the tape the whole way through on that one. Because I can tell you where the tape ends on that one. You still ain't gonna look no better.
Right.
It ain't helping the situation. And you need, I said, you got some goggles on right now. Ain't nobody had them goggles on before. if you're down there in the chat and you've been in addiction, tell me you don't know what goggles she got on right now. I get it. Listen, ain't nobody gonna believe you, and everybody, and then since they don't believe you, and since they have a dislike for you right now, they're gonna believe everything, and they're not gonna believe a word out of your mouth.
I know.
And when you, and I've seen you on a mission, and I've seen this desperation, but that can all end, and you can start. You know, it's gonna be a minute, but you're gonna end up having joy and happiness if you do some shit different. The benzo goggles, yeah. I'm serious, dude, but you ain't listen. I read you the Just for Today earlier. Earlier, and you probably weren't hearing it. But who am I?
I heard it.
How do we know when someone honestly and sincerely wants to stop using drugs? The truth is that we don't know, because we cannot read minds and know another's motives and desires. We simply just have to have hope for the best. Just for today, I will share my recovery with any addict, anywhere, anytime, and under any circumstances. I will leave the results to my higher power. So that's what I'm doing with you. I have no expectations of you whatsoever. I expect you to get on live and beg for what you need for. That's the only expectations I have out of you right now. That's it.
You're
and
right.
Everybody else is sick of it too.
I know they are.
And girl, I know you could be better. We were all in the shit. There's some people in here that can really relate to some shit, and they're hoping to see a testimony come from you. You know, you focus on the hate and the negative and the downward, because I've seen downright crude comments, but you focus, you hone in on them. Why? Why do you home in on them? I'll tell you why. Because that gets you the sympathy dollars. That's what that does.
Yeah, maybe. Right.
Hey, listen,
Maybe.
I told you, I gave you that list.
Maybe you mad right now, ain't you, Lisa? She's reading you for filth, and you are mad as hell. You are not receiving this in the manner in which it's being given. Tech is genuinely trying to help you, Lisa. She's not telling you these things to be mean or hateful or condescending. Tech is genuinely concerned for you. And this woman is giving you the best advice I think you've ever been given, and you are just going in one ear and out the other. You don't care.
A few things to do. I had them two listed. I need you to find some gratitude and write out your consequences. You're going to have more consequences if you don't fucking stop. And the consequences are going to be huge. If you don't stop and do some things different, your consequence, that list I told you to write out, because I know you already have some, they're going to get worse. They're going to get worse, and they're going to get worse, and they're going to get worse. If you take a different path, then you're going to have an endless gratitude. But you don't have no gratitude right now. What are you reading?
No, I don't. Oh.
But you so pissed off of what people were saying and doing, but you're giving them the ammo, Lisa. You're giving it to them. You're giving them all. You're giving them it. You're giving it. You're spitting it out right to them, and they're all here to tune into it. Tuning into the Lisa show. I don't want to see you in a body bag.
Yeah, me neither.
Tech, you're wasting your time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad somebody wasted their time on me, because I was the addict that they said that was never going to get clean, and that I was going to end up dying on the street.
She's got a point. I love tech, man.
To get out of it since all this time. And I'm not talking about street drugs, I'm talking about methadone. I made some very, very, very stupid choices when I was 18, 19, and I just been stuck. I've been stuck, you guys. You're right. You're right, Lady Mad Dog. At least I do still have my kids. They're what I live for. They're what I breathe for. And I love them. I love them more than anything. Superior silk coating, you can believe it's fake if you want.
You love them more than anything, right? No, you don't. You love your benzos more than you love anything. Because if you love them more than you love anything, you wouldn't constantly be using Jace as a pawn. And you wouldn't scream at Jace the way you do when he tells on you for lying. Because he told on you for lying about the Uber and you screamed at him. And you kicked in Abby's door when she tried to tell on you for lying about the electric bill and scamming people. You kicked in her fucking door because you felt like she cheated you out of $50 because you were trying to scam people out of $50 so you could go see your plug. And it pissed you off and you kicked in the fucking door on live stream over it. So no, you don't. That same day you stole $70 out of Abby's wallet to go and meet your plug. That night you came back and live streamed and you were high as hell. So no, you don't. You don't love anybody, Lisa. You love drugs. That's it.
I'm not trying to be fake. I have really nothing to prove on here. Everybody already thinks I'm the scum of the earth, you know? I'm just being real with you guys.
You're being real with us, but you're using a filter. How ironic is that? You are everything but real, Lisa. You're full of shit.
Look, telling people to report me. Why? Why are you reporting me, ma'am? What am I doing? I'm sitting there talking to you.
You're scamming people, is what you're doing. You're committing fraud and you're scamming people. That's what you're doing. You're begging for money to go and buy drugs with. That's what you're doing. You asked a question and I'm answering you. You are begging people for benzo money. If you want to be specific, you're begging people for enough money to go and buy you 3 Xanaxes, to be precise. And you're committing fraud and you're scamming people. That's why they're reporting you. Because you're not supposed to be online begging for drug money. That's why.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for whatever I did that made you guys hate me. I know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say. So, but I am sorry. I want you guys to.
Are you sorry, Lisa? Are you really though? I don't believe you're sorry at all. Because if you were, you wouldn't be making Jace, your son who you love so much, sleep in a shit-stained mattress piled nearly to the ceiling full of garbage, literal garbage, covered in cockroaches and animal shit and piss and God knows what else. His mattress is so nasty it's nearly black. There is literally trash in his bed. There are cockroaches that when you take your camera through the house, you see them scatter. I counted at least 30 cockroaches in one clip. It's a 2-second clip. And there were at least no less than 30 cockroaches in that one screen capture. No less than 30. You've got that kid living in a cockroach infested apartment where you cannot step one step in that entire apartment where there is not actual animal shit and piss and God knows what else. Your entire floor is literally covered in shit. And you have that child living in those conditions. Your kitchen, your entire countertop is full of nasty, crusty, nasty dishes with food still in them. Rotting food still in the dishes that are covering your counter. There is not 1 inch of space on your counter. And your sink is piled to overflowing full of dirty dishes. And there's animal shit everywhere. I saw cat shit all over your counter, including on the dishes, by the way. Your pets are literally shitting on your fucking pots and pans. There is trash and garbage strewn everywhere throughout your apartment. You look like you live in a fucking landfill. There's so much trash, garbage, shit, and piss. And the fuck knows what else is in there. And that's the conditions that child is living in. One is that health hazard, a major health hazard. He could catch dysentery, salmonella, or God knows which other diseases he could catch living in that. It's disgusting, but you're sorry, right? You're sorry, so that makes it okay. You're constantly verbally abusing him. You're screaming at him all the time when you don't get your money that you're begging online for. And if he tries to tell you to get off of TikTok and stop using him to scam people out of money, you scream at him, you throw shit at him, and I've even seen you fucking slap at him. You cuss him like a dog. It's really, you don't know why people hate you.
To know that.
Get a fucking tissue. Nobody feels sorry for you, Lisa. You did this. Your situation is of your own making. You come on TikTok every day. Every day you just so happen to need just the amount of money it would cost for a couple of Xanax pills. It's a coincidence, isn't it? Interesting. And you say it's for an Uber, but you've just admitted that your dad takes you to the clinic and home every day. So why do you need an Uber if your dad's taking you? You see the problem there, Lisa? You stole money from Jace. Jace had been saving up what little money he could scratch, and he had it hidden in his room. You went in there and you found his money that he'd been saving for months, and you took it straight to your fucking plug. I know that because he was cussing you the fuck out for it in one of your live streams. You didn't think we could hear him, did you? You nasty bitch. You went in there and you stole money from your child who had to hide the money from you because he knew if you knew it was there, you would have blown it already and he wouldn't have had it anymore. And you fucking found it and you stole his money and you bought drugs with it. And boy, oh boy, was he pissed at you. No wonder. I would be too. You didn't buy drugs with it, huh? Well, then why was that very next stream? Why were you so high? You literally couldn't fucking hold your eyes open. You passed out like 28 times in that live stream. I counted. You passed the fuck out. Nearly 30 times. In a 20-minute video. It was horrifying to know that that is what he was home alone with. Him screaming and crying in the background, begging you to stop. You don't know why people hate you? Really? 'Tis a mystery, I guess.
I don't have a beard growing. If anybody can help, Keely Joe, if you can help honey at all, if you have Venmo, Zelle, Chime, PayPal, it's all down in this pull down here. Anywhere from $1 to $10, anything like that helps. Any of it helps. I had enough money, Miss Keely Joe, and then they took my stuff down and I lost all my money. So now I'm back to square one. Lee, I need it to. The clinic's closed tomorrow. They're always closed on Sunday. At least my clinic is. Different clinics have different rules and things like that. So I need to go to the clinic and
You had the money, right? Right. You had the money, but just so happens, just to you though, just to you, they shut all your stuff down and you just happened to lose all your money. You want to tell the other half of that story? You got your Cash App reported for frauds and scams because you were begging for Uber money and you got busted because your dad and you were caught at the fucking clinic where he took you and where he takes you every day. You tell people you need an Uber and you scam them out of $40 each might I add, and you pocket the money and your dad takes you. That's a scam. That's fraud. That's theft by deception, by the way. And if somebody really, really wanted to, you could probably get into some seriously deep shit for that. Because you're telling people you need the money for an Uber when you don't need the money for an Uber because you have a dependable way to and from the clinic. That's fraud. And you, madam, are a piece of shit. Because people out there who are genuinely in need of help and can't get that help because of people like you.
Get my medicine for today, get my bottle for tomorrow, so that I'm not sick for 2 days, because that's hell on earth, believe it or not. You can't go back till Monday morning. So if I don't make it, then I'm kind of screwed. No, I'm not 20 minutes late. I was going to call the Uber at 5. So I'm 20 minutes late calling the Uber, is what I meant. I'm sorry if I didn't explain that properly. So I apologize. This Amy Hall keeps requesting money off me. She requested $10. She requested $9,999. And I keep looking and thinking that I'm getting a couple dollars. And yeah, there she goes again. Addict behavior. All right, ma'am, it's whatever you think. Alex Oberman requested $200,000. Get a job with your broke ass, crying and shit with your bum ass. All right, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, hey, Lisa. I'm glad to see you. No, I can't sleep either. I'm having one of those nights where I just can't get to sleep. And I found a couple of videos that I needed to get archived before they disappeared. Because occasionally our family will come on here and mass flag all of these videos that have been archived. And I just found these two. They just got re-uploaded. So I was going to grab them before they got re-flagged. Poor Jace.
It's fine. Amy Hall, here we go again. Candy, nobody sent 15, sweetie. And the person who just sent 10 more, I believe, I definitely see. Look, here it is. It begins with an L. I'm not gonna say who it is. I got it, and thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Want to see your eyes, see if you're high. Okay, let me see if I can get this off of here, you guys. I'm not really good with the effects and stuff.
She uses those filters to hide when she's high. She thinks she's fooling everybody. And she's high. Look at her eyes. She's definitely high. She does those filters to hold her eyes open so people won't see her nod out or hide it when she's high. That's why she uses them.
Ayana Freese requests $500. Worry about Ubering to work, please, you bum ass bitch. Not high. Just me. Not high. Nothing high about me. Why am I always crying on here? It's getting old. Well, one, I'm depressed. Two, when you have 900 people calling you names and telling you you're a bad mom and
You
telling
are a bad mom. You're not even a mom. You're not even a mom. You don't mother that child. You didn't mother your other three either. Abby has pretty well raised Jace, Lisa, because you've been too fucking fucked up out of your mind to even know you were in the world 90% of the time. So you're not a mother. You don't take care of Jace. We've heard him too many times come in there begging you to get off just to tuck him in, just long enough to tuck him in, and you couldn't do it because it might have jaded you out of that $10 or $15 you could use on a Zanny. You needed that Zanny more than he needed to be tucked in, right, Lisa? But you're such a great mother. Great mother. Yeah. Mother of the year. On TikTok begging for drug money. Great mother. Screaming at him when he tells the truth on you and you get busted out for lying about why you need the money. Telling people you need $50 in 30 minutes or they're going to cut your electric off in 30 minutes if you don't come up with $50, which is a damn lie. They don't give you an exact time when they're going to cut your power off. For two, Abby paid your electric bill. It had already been paid when you were begging for that money. You needed to meet your plug. That's what you needed the money for. And when she outed you for that, you kicked in her fucking door on your live stream and beat the shit out of her. You're a piece of shit, is what you are. And there is no poor, pitiful Lisa. You are in this situation because you got yourself into this situation. Mountains of resources have been thrown at you, and you don't take any of them because none of them end with a Xanax. That's just, it is what it is, Lisa. And you come on here crying all the time, and you have admitted this while high, I might add, that you cry so people feel sorry for you and donate. Because if you don't, you said, if I don't cry, nobody will send me money. And if I don't say it's for Jace, or if I don't say that Jace really needs something, or if I don't make it about Jace, nobody will send me money. So you've admitted to using your fucking child as a pawn to get drug money. And you said just recently that You are a master manipulator. You are just so good at manipulating people. You're a damn good manipulator, you said. You said it with a smile, too. You were quite proud of yourself for being so good at manipulating people. You said you always had been. Ever since you were a child, you were a great manipulator. You were so prideful about that. So proud of yourself. And then you get on here and you wonder why nobody believes you, but you said it yourself. You're great at manipulating people. Who's going to trust somebody who's proud of that?
You you don't deserve to even walk this earth.
You don't.
As much as you try to not let it get to you, it does, you know.
Then log off.
What happened to my chin?
Log off.
I don't think anything. I think it's just like
Yeah.
like dry skin.
Meth happened to your bottom lip. Those are meth pop burns, Lisa. Meth happened to your chin.
I don't smoke methamphetamines,
Yes, you do.
but think what you want to think. Because no matter what,
You admitted you smoked meth and crack. Did you forget that you admitted that, Lisa? Because you outright told Tech you didn't want her to scream at you for picking up crack and meth or heroin if he had any. Those were your words. Your words were, I don't want to get yelled at if I pick up some crack or some heroin or some meth. I don't want to get yelled at. You said that on multiple occasions, how you didn't want to get yelled at if you picked that shit up, whatever he happened to have. Did you forget you said that? You do that a lot, don't you?
I say or no matter what I prove, it's always, yeah. So here's the pool again up here in the corner. It's Venmo, the @ sign.
And notice, she always plugs her Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal after she tells you about all those horrible things people say to her. She knows what she's doing. She's reading off those horrible comments, and then she's plugging her fucking payment information right behind it. So you feel sorry for her because people are saying mean things to her, and you send her money. Manipulation 101. And she's proud of being able to do that. She thinks she's good at it.
Lisa loves Jace, JACE. Even if you can send $1 or $2, it all adds up. PayPal is Lisa Richard 815. And then my Zelle is Lisa, so 2 Lisas. Lisa Harvey at gmail.com. So if anybody could help, I'd appreciate it.
Then after she plugs her payment information, she'll turn the tears on. If the mean comments didn't do the trick, she plugs her payment information in, and then she becomes pathetic and small and starts to cry, trying to use emotional manipulation. Next, if the first couple don't work.
And, you know, Alex Overman, you are a bad mom. Fuck you, bitch. Go walk. You are a bad mom. Fuck you, bitch. Go walk to the 7 hours. Nobody gives a shit. Okay. Iona Freeze, $20 for some tissues. But you requested $20. All right.
Maybe she needs some tissues.
They're all requests. Nobody paid me anything except for that lady that begins with an L, which I'm not going to say her name. The rest, they're all requests. Request, 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 request. Request. Yeah. You know, all I got to say is I hope that none of you guys are ever in my shoes where you need some help. And
Now we're going to go to the gaslighting because using your child, she has stages. This quote unquote master manipulator has stages, and you can usually time them with a clock. First, she'll tell you how Jace just needs something. Okay, or if it's not Jace first, it's her coming on telling you this big tragedy happened. Just to her, though. It never happens to anybody else, just her. She'll tell you about her tragedy, and then she'll tell you how Jace is going to suffer if she doesn't get this money somehow. Then she'll tell you about all the mean comments people are making, or she'll read the mean comments out loud. Then she'll plug her payment information in. And then she turns on the tears. And then she'll read the mean comments again. And then she'll turn on the tears. And then she'll gaslight you and try to guilt trip you. Like she just did. I hope none of you ever go through something hard. Well, you go through something hard every day. You need $30 every day, Lisa. Every day. Every day. It's something with you where you need the exact same amount of money. Your tragedies change. Your story changes every day. But it's still every day with you. The same amount of money. Unless you want to go big and really get a bunch, to tide you over for a little more time. Then you request more money, but most of the time it's the same amount of money every day. Your story just changes. And then after that, she's going to turn the tears on again, and then she's going to gaslight you again. And then she's going to try to guilt trip you again. And then she's going to use emotional extortion and use Jace to gaslight you out of money. I mean, you can fucking time her shit.
people make fun of your misfortune. I would never, ever, ever. It's fine though, I mean, you think you'd be able to figure it out yourself? SOS Stoked, the PayPal is LISARICHARD 815. Lisa Richard 815 is the PayPal. I'm sorry, Abby. I'm sorry that you got stuck with a mom like me, and that they're saying.
See? Told you. She's going to use her kids for emotional extortion. She always uses her kids as a pawn. She'll use her kids to gaslight people and guilt trip people into sending her money. Now, since all her other tactics didn't work, now she's using Abby and Jace to try to guilt trip people into sending her money. Poor pitiful me. I'm sorry, Abby. You got such a horrible mother. I'm sorry. Everybody hates me. It's poor pitiful me time. Please send me money so I can go feed my drug habit.
And I'm slurring my speech. Like they're saying I'm high and I'm slurring and
You are high and you are slurring. It's the truth. And she's grown now, Lisa. She's grown.
no matter what I do on here, I could literally take this money instead of getting an Uber, walk to the clinic and give money out to the homeless people on live, and they still find something wrong with it.
But you wouldn't be doing that because if you were going to take the Uber money to walk to the clinic, you'd still be committing fraud because people sent you the money for an Uber. They didn't send you the money for you to go hand it out to a homeless person, which you wouldn't do anyway. You'd walk directly to your plug's house. You wouldn't be walking in the first place because your dad's coming to get you to take you to the clinic, so you don't need the Uber money at all. Miss Poor Pitiful you. You wouldn't have taken an Uber to the clinic to begin with. You wouldn't be walking to the clinic to begin with because your dad comes and gets you every day and takes you to and from the clinic every day. And if he can't take you, someone else does. So you literally never need an Uber. Ever. You have a stable ride to and from the clinic and anywhere else you need to go. So you're lying, Lisa. That's it. You're lying.
Thank you on PayPal for the other lady that begins with a K for the $5. Thank you so much. And thank you to the lady that begins with an A for the money. I'm not going to say how much because I don't want them to come after you. I don't want them to come after you, ma'am. They were relentlessly harass and bully people that help me. Even though you guys, I'll get on and ask for DoorDash. You guys.
Shut up. That lady, you just bought her drugs for the day. I want you to know that. I also want you to know that when she ODs on the drugs you just bought her, it's on you. Because there's enough information out there to where there is no excuse for sending her money anymore. There are enough of us out here spreading the word that she uses this money to buy drugs that there's literally no excuse anymore. You people cannot feign ignorance anymore. Period. The end. I'm done for now. I will finish this up here in a little while. I'm going to lay back down and try to go back to sleep for a little while. But I love you guys. I'll see you later.